cannon's operation. Attach the air line and set the air gauge to about 25 pounds psi on the cannon until you get used to the cannon's operation. Engaging the lever sends air to the piston, pushing the piston, and thus the compound of the coater. Notice, since the sleeve valve can get dirty through normal use, you'll need to lubricate the air lever with silicone spray. Do not use WD-40 or any oil lubricant, since that will expand the O-rings and cause the cannon to become sticky. Never drop your air end into water. The air regulator components will become dirty and not work correctly. Mud compresses, so when you engage the air lever, you can see the piston compress the mud in the cannon tube. When coating a wall, engage the air, wait a split second, and then move the coater on the wall. If you start too soon, you will see a void in the coat. When you release the air lever, the mud decompresses in the tube. Very importantly, when you release the air lever, drag the coater on the wall for at least 3 inches before taking the coater off the wall. This will use up all the mud on the wall. If you pull the coater off too soon, you will have a glob of mud on the blade. The next coat you attempt will be a mess. Filling other tools with the tape and toolbox filler. On the junior pump, attach the tape tool filler, attach the mechanical taper tool in place, pull lever, and fill. On the box filler, cam lock the box filler in place, pull the lever, and fill. On the Apla pump and T-series pump, place the tape and toolbox filler on top of the J-pipe. Rest the mechanical taper on the cradle. Turn the yellow lever and fill. For boxes, change the adapter, turn lever to fill the boxes. Cleanup of pumps and tools. To clean up the junior pump, take off the tool filler tube, attach the recycle tube, drop the large black tube into a bucket of water, engage the air lever and rotate the water to clean out the pump. To clean up the remaining tools, take off the green recycle tube, lock on the 3-foot water hose with nozzle, drop the junior pump into another bucket of clean water, and spray clean the tools. During freezing conditions, make sure you tip the pump upside down to drain water from the pump. Failure to do so can result in a cracked pump. To clean the Apla and T-series pumps, take off the filler, attach the U-pipe, pump out any remaining joint compound into an empty bucket. Next, turn the U-pipe toward the reservoir. Add 2 to 3 gallons of clean water, turn on the yellow lever, and rotate the water while brushing down the inside of the reservoir. Pump out the dirty water. Attach the 3-foot water hose with nozzle. Pour in at least 3 gallons of clean water and spray clean all dirty tools. Take off the 3-foot hose, place lid with handle in reservoir, run out water into empty bucket. Clean the inside of reservoir with a rag towel. During freezing conditions, take off J-pipe to drain water from the pump. Failure to do so can result in a cracked pump. Mud-on heads for tape-on products. All 3 of our plastic mud-on heads screw on top of the cannon. They have wheels for effortless mud application on any surface. You will need to open the material flow valve for the additional material you will need. The inside mud head is designed for application of compound for 90-degree inside tape-on corners and hand paper tapers. The flat mud head is designed for application of compound for off-angle tape-on products and hand paper tapers. The outside mud head is designed for application of compound for 90-degree outside tape-on corners. Roll plow operation. After placing the paper tape into the corner, place the roll plow on vertical or horizontal angle, about halfway. Always lead with the wheel and apply ample pressure as you wipe toward the end. Now turn the head around and plow the rest of the angle. You will need to straighten your corners and clean up the bottom of the vertical angle. It can be important to clean off the head of the roll plow in a bucket of water periodically to keep the angles clean. Let's take a look at the coaters. Except for the 3-inch nail spotter, all of the coaters have a tensioner system that is adjustable. Here's the tensioner in its relaxed stage. If you look down the blade from one end, you can see the bow on the blade. As you move the tensioner, you tighten down the blade, which gives you less of a crown. Here is the tensioner fully opened, 3/4 open, 1/2 open closed, 2/3 closed, 3/4 closed, 5/6 closed, and fully closed. Our brake system uses the C-spring to create tension and break off the wall. When using the coaters on butts and vertical flats, engage the secondary spring for tighter tension. It is important that the blade and shoes on the coater are adjusted correctly. Turn your coater upside down. Point the part that screws on the cannon at your chest. The white wheels should be pointing at your ears. With the blade at eye level, look to see that the blade and shoes meet. If one is higher than the other, loosen the screw in the shoe and adjust accordingly. Also check to see that the coater blade is not worn. Continued use with a worn blade will give you bad edges. On the bottom of the coater is the cover. This is not an adjusting mechanism. Always pull down the plate and tighten the screws before running the cannon. These are well-built, sturdy tools, and with proper maintenance will